Everybody, what's going on? George, the Disney Italiano, and Abby coming to you from our home with this very late sort of live show we decided to do. And uh, first off, I just have to give my apologies. I know that the original link for the live was set up yesterday, but I realized after being at Disneyland for the whole entire weekend and doing the way you have to do lives through the YouTube app, I got prone to doing that. And I ended up setting up the live through the YouTube app. So I came on my computer to get ready for the live and realized nothing was set up. And I'm thinking, where's the live I created? Well, apparently it's on my phone. I actually had to go through StreamYard to create this kind of format for a live. So I had to hurry up and delete it, make a new one. Anywho, just wanted to just throw that out there. So glad whoever is in the chat. Again, I greatly apologize, but thank you so much for joining us. And I know we are 15 minutes even later because we had to get everything together. But I'm going to say hi to some people in the chat because these are some awesome people right here. We have Mark McHugh, Lene Ward, Jesse Adventure, and we also have the lovely Mademoiselle, which we got to hang out with this past weekend.
Hi, guys.
And let's see. Oh, we also have another person we hung out with, Mr. Theme Park Conductor. And we got OG himself, Mr. Orange Grove 55. And we also got Mr. Jay Shear in the house. Wow. And we also have Haunters Unite. Well, actually, I have to say, 11 people in the chat already. And I have to say that's 10 more than what I thought, folks. So I honestly, that's awesome. So basically what this live is for, because I know we said last week that we weren't going to do one, but we thought would come on, have some fun with you guys right before, because literally tomorrow we are eastbound for Florida, so so it's actually, and I was just talking to Abby before we went live, and this is actually going to be my first vacation trip in a relationship again, because literally the last big one I took with OG and Mindy, technically I was in the process of a divorce. So, and I would do like my solo trips, and Abby and I would do stuff around here locally, but this is going to be the first time traveling with someone now that I'm in a relationship with. So I'm getting back in the boots.
And I'm scared.
And yeah, so it's starting to like set in, because Abby has flown before, but she doesn't fly as often as I do. So it's like, and you always kind of get like those jitters every time. But I fly so much, it's like putting on a pair of shoes, like for me anyways. But
and then me, I forget shoes. So
yes, and actually she does. She was actually leaving for work.
I made it all the way downstairs, and I was like, I'm really quiet today going down these stairs, and then almost at the door, and I was like, because I'm going to work without shoes.
Yes. And we also have Lucas in the house. Lucas, I just want to say I do have all your stuff. It is getting packaged up. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to make it to the post office, so I still have all your stuff. I'm thinking of throwing a little something bonus in there for you. So when I get back, I will send that out. Which was kind of fun, a little bit of a funny story really quick, that I was doing a live in park and Lucas jumped on asking if we were going to get the Mickey Mouse popcorn bucket. And we said, no, we didn't want it. And then he was like, well, can you grab me one? And we're like, yeah, sure. Why not? So, and then, cause I also got him a few of the Disneyland keys. So he's going to get a little 70th anniversary package. Yes. And Lucas says, better be Goofy gummies. Mentally noted. You also have to remember too, Lucas, I'm going down to Walt Disney World, and in the resorts they do have those candies. So
Goofy gummies, those are good. I like the cherry sour balls. Just preference.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to have balls, might as well have them sour. um, so moving over here to Jay Shear, is this famous vlogger the Italiano who got a fun pic with all the popular vloggers? It is Mr. Jay Shear. Yes, that was, and actually that was my very first live I did actually in park, and it was
crazy.
It was crazy just walking down on Main Street, and then boom, everybody was there. Provost Park Pass, Justin Scard, Adam the Woo, Hey Bricky, Magic Journeys. It was just Offhand Disney. Like, it was just like crazy that everybody was there at the same time. But it was very surreal. But the fact that we were like hanging out with the cool kids, so to speak, and I ended up, if any of you have been on social media, I think it was Chris Provost who posted it, but I photobombed them.
Yeah.
It was Miguel from Magic Journeys, Provost, Justin, and I think Adam. And they did like a guy's photo, and then there's the Italiano off to the side, just photobombing. But yeah, so it was kind of cool. And people were actually like messaging me, Drew, the Disney dude, and everything. It was like, the Italiano makes an appearance. And I'm like, what is he talking about? And I clicked the photo. I'm like, oh, I didn't know I even did that, but okay. Let's see. Lucas says, let's see. There's always a show every day. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Where am I here? Oh, here we go. CJ Share. Here's my question. What is Abby most looking forward to about Walt Disney World?
For Walt Disney World, I am actually looking forward to, what am I looking forward to? Because I have been to Walt Disney World, so I did get to experience some of it. I've never stayed on property, so I'm kind of like looking forward to that, like experience of it, because I've always stayed off property. And then I'm looking forward to seeing what's in mostly like Hollywood Studios, because I spent the least amount there because it was pouring rain, so I couldn't ride anything. Like, I've never ridden like the Slinky Dog. I didn't get to do like Tower of Terror. I didn't do any of that. I didn't do like I wanted to see the Phantasmic there, but my ex didn't want to wait. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I really enjoyed the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I want to do that again. And then we have reservations for the Beauty and the Beast restaurant. And I always wanted to see that one because I love that movie. And then I'm looking forward to the Disney cruise because I've been to other cruise ships, but he keeps raving about Disney, and I've never been able to go because it's so expensive. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, absolutely. So before I come to Jay's other two questions, Lucas actually answered. But Lucas, I have to actually bring something up because I guess just like it being a long day, I misread what you wrote. And so it says, answer for Jay about looking forward to about Walt Disney World: drunk Disney, adult brawl, and cops. For some reason, I don't know why, I thought it read drunk Disney, adult bras, and craps. Like, literally, that's what I thought it said. And I had to do like a double take. And I'm like, whatever floats your boat, I guess. Okay, let's see. Oh, and then Lucas also said here, also, I have a job for you because Disneyland has exclusive Savvy's workshop, so I might need you to do a mission for me someday. Okay, all right.
I have experienced that Savvy's workshop, the making the lightsaber.
Yeah, so I'll follow her lead because I've never done that before, so I don't really know the process of it. But it'd be kind of cool to experience it. Maybe like she can, whatever you need, maybe have her like take over, but I'll film it.
Because I let my son actually built one of the like lightsabers. So when it like first came out, I did like make sure to get him a reservation and then buy him that expensive lightsaber that is now collecting dust, just like his little droid. But Yeah, it is what it is.
Yep. Let's see. Lucas says, "Yeah, well, George, there have been people throwing away bras and panties in Epcot during food and wine festivals a few times. Yeah, there are times that people tend to get a little crazy at Epcot.
Well, I'm looking forward to Epcot too.
Not because of that,
No,
but yeah,
not because of
but
that.
just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is a challenge that we're supposed to text Mademoiselle and
I think everybody
Conductor and Orange Girl 55 to see if I survive Cosmic Rewind. We'll see.
Yes. Oh, which I have to throw in there, folks, because also to OG, Mademoiselle, and Conductor, if you guys are still on, that we said that it was going to be our Epcot day, which was
the 26th.
The 26th. It is now changed to the 28th, and the reason why it got changed to the 28th is because I ended up getting D23 tickets to have lunch with Jodie Benson at Epcot. So it's like, well, we got to just and that luncheon is on the 28th. So I thought, well,
Epcot,
we just change Epcot from the 26th to the 28th. That's all you got to do, you know? So
I don't know if I want to do Cosmic Rewind after having lunch with Jodie Benson. What if I
no. Well, yeah. No. We'll definitely do Cosmic Rewind before lunch. And then Jesus, moving so fast. We got Kaylee with 2 E's, spill the tea. Well, I prefer to spill coffee, but I mean, we can spill some tea. Welcome in, Kaylee. We also have another baddie in the chat here. We got Maybe with 2 E's. We got Kaylee, 2 E's. And we got Maybe with 2 E's. And you know what that makes? A win.
Oh, such a dad joke.
That is such a bad dad joke. Okay, let's see. Mark says, fun. We met Jodie Benson in Calgary. She answered my question about if she likes going to the parks. Then she sang and Lene cried. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we also got Mr. Tech Bear. What did I miss? Well, Kev, I'll try to start it up. As I said, I messed up creating the live link. We ended up running 15 minutes late. Apparently, Lucas Kim likes bras and craps at Epcot. And Maybe and Kaylee make a win. I think we pretty much caught up.
I got to meet Mr. Tech Bear.
Yes, Kev. Shout out to Kev. Abby finally got to meet him and vice versa. We had a chat in the Plaza Inn while we were doing our dine-in package for Paint the Night. So yeah, so it was definitely a great time, conversating with him and meeting everybody. Honestly,
yeah, that was a great
weekend.
Honestly, was total fangirling.
Yes, so much that she ran into a fire hydrant,
and I bruised my knee.
Yes, it wasn't pretty. She's pretty, but
Thanks.
but
my knee's not
the knee, like it was not pretty hitting into that thing. That's what she said. Anyway, folks, you come on the Italiano live, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
And I haven't even had any drinks. This is me sober. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try to catch up. Wow, you're all in here tonight. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much. This is awesome. It's a party now. Let's see. Lucas, I want Jodie to sing to me and her to sing Barbie Girl too. Well, I mean, you know what? She was Barbie in the Toy Story movie, so yeah, that's let's see. Oh, Mademoiselle. Yeah, actually, Cirque du Soleil Drawn to Life at Disney Springs. I have seen that. You know, it's funny. I was very tempted. And I still might be tempted. Oh, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Because honestly, I absolutely love that show. I really do. I think you would enjoy it. And what's great is you can I mean, I remember doing it. I made the purchases ahead of time, but you could pretty much just go to the box office and, if there's an opening seat, you know,
You know.
we just may. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, Lene, let's see. Sorry, I'm moving backwards real quick, folks, because everybody came in at once. Let's see. Oh my God, is Jody going to sing to you? I don't know. That might be a question. It's like, can you give us a couple notes? I would love for her to sing, because I've heard her sing live, but I mean, was on a stage, in front of thousands of people. I would love to have her sing intimately, just just for the group of people that she's with, and she'd be singing a cappella, so you could actually hear Ariel's voice, so to speak. That would be really cool. I also know she probably is down there because the opening for the new Little Mermaid show is on May 27th, the day before. So she'll probably be there.
And we're going to be there.
And we're going to be there, which is interesting because she had a lot to do with a lot of the props and the look of the show, which I just found that out a couple of days ago, which I thought is really cool. So yeah, she'll probably be there for the premiere of that. And then the next day we have the luncheon at Epcot. And then she's also going to be in Disney Springs because they're going to do a D23 screening of The Little Mermaid, which unfortunately we didn't get tickets to. I didn't really try for that one because even though it would really be cool, I'm sorry, you can't top having lunch with Jodie Benson. I'm sorry. I mean, I love The Little Mermaid, but also it would cut into our Epcot time. So, and Abby, I wanted to give Abby the full immersive Epcot day where I'm walking into the Mexican pavilion and then staggering out in the Canada pavilion. I mean, that's having a true Epcot day.
Should we live it? No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh. That's okay. Everyone in the chat.
Not be able to hold the camera.
Everyone in the chat. Do you want to see an Epcot live of us drink? Well, at least me drinking around the world. I might have to have Abby hold the camera, and while I'm just kind of like, oh man, talk about sheer entertainment. And don't worry, folks. Just so you know. And some of you spending time with me over the weekend, you will know I am not a belligerent drunk. I'm not a sloppy drunk. I'm not an angry drunk. And I'm not a violent drunk. I am just a complete goofball drunk. As how I am sober. So basically, you get the same Italiano.
Just 10 times more.
Times 10. That's basically what you get. Now, I think Jay, let me come back up here. Because I think he had another. Here we go. Okay, this is the one I was trying to find. So another 2 questions. How long of a line are you willing to wait in Epic Universe? What are you most looking forward to at Epic Universe? Great questions, Jay. So here's the thing. I ended up buying the Express Pass. For us, it was $554 for the 2 of us, but it was because it was opening day. That's why it was so pricey. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to try to hit everything with the Express Pass first, and then I'll probably maybe go into the queue line for Dark Universe just so I can record the queue if it's not too long. But the one ride that we're going to try to aim for, which basically probably everybody and their grandmother is going to, is the Battle at the Ministry, because it recently went just to standby line instead of the virtual queue. And that line can hold up to 7 hours worth of people. And if everybody's going there at once, you never know what the timing is. And also too, it's not really running at full capacity because they're having a lot of still tech issues. But to your question, how long I would wait for that? Because I don't want to spend all my time and day just for one ride and not being able to experience. So if we can get in line, if it's lucky, I'd wait maybe an hour and a half. That would be my max. That would be my max for Ministry. Because I think an hour and a half as opposed to 7 hours I'd take the hour and a half. Anything over 2 hours, no, I wouldn't do it. I would rather see the rest of the park, and then if we don't get on Battle of Ministry, hey, gives us an excuse to go back.
Yep.
You know. And then number 2 question: what are you looking forward to? Ooh. Oh, but you still have to answer the part 1. But I'll answer this. For me, it's Monsters Unchained. I am so, even though it still uses the Kuka arm technology, but it's a higher kind of tech. And to see those audio animatronics, a lot of people say that you come off that ride kind of disoriented of like really what you've seen. Like, well, not like that, but I mean like you can't put it into words.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, bad phrasing for someone that's like, no, sorry, I meant like of how people, can't put it into words. So I'm definitely going to get like our reactions afterwards. As I said, we're going to use the Express first, so that way we can experience everything. And then after we do that, if there's still time, I'll get some of the cues. But then afterwards, that's when I'll do possibly my live at Epic Universe as just the walk around. But we're going to consider doing that after we do what we want to do, because as the day goes on, it's probably going to get much crowded. Okay,
so
your turn.
Me, I'm willing to wait, like, same thing, like 2 hours. I don't know if I want to do more than that. And what I really want to experience is I really want to meet Toothless. He looks so adorable. So, and then I do want to try the Yoshi ride just because I love Yoshi. What?
Yep. Okay.
And I like the People Mover in Disney World.
Yes.
So.
Well, maybe that would be the best. Yeah, the best time to. Actually, you'll get 2 People Movers. Technically, yeah, you'd have the People Mover at Walt Disney World and the Yoshi People Mover. Okay, so I have to mention this because OG and Mademoiselle want me to mention it here. He go, hey, Mademoiselle, I think George needs to tell us about his calendar.
Don't tell him about the calendar. Please.
Talk about the calendar, George.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so now, mind you, folks, when I came up with this possible idea, I had a few
margaritas.
drinks, but I still think it's kind of genius in a way. So I came up with this idea that to make a calendar of the Italiano, but how can I incorporate it of like what I do? Now, of course, I wouldn't have nothing like affiliated with Disney because this is going to be kind of a little bit of a risque kind of item. But it would be the representation of like the Disney attractions and everything. So everyone who knows me, I like having my shirt off. I'm just going to be right out. I'm going to be real.
Look at his logo.
Look at my logo. I had the photo taken on Castaway Cay. I love having my shirt off. So as a joke, I was saying, like, if I created a shirtless calendar, but it would implement the attraction. So, like, for Big Thunder Mountain, I would have a cowboy hat, like, swinging a rope with my shirt off. With Space Mountain, I'd be wearing a astronaut helmet, mounting the flag with my shirt off. For Nemo's Submarine Voyage, I'd have my shirt off with a snorkel. And I was just throwing these ideas out to OG, Mademoiselle, conductor was,
and they were all encouraging him.
Yes. So if you all happen to see a shirtless Italiano calendar as part of the merch, if you want one, go for it. That's all I could say. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay, those legs are about as straight as Elton John. Yes. That's a quote from one of our favorite shows that Kaylee and I go back and forth talking about all the time. Because it was filmed actually where I was from in Pittsburgh. So all of you who don't know about Dance Moms with Abby Lee Miller, I got to meet her 3 times. And I tell you what, she is very intimidating. Very intimidating. I actually got her autograph, though. Yes, I did get her autograph. She was up at the salad bar, scooping up peas.
What? And then you Josh D'Amara and
Yeah, like while she was scooping her peas, I asked for her autograph.
Autographs at the weirdest times.
Oh Lord, that was us. I'm pre-ordering mine. Hey, we got to sell. Oh my gosh. Maybe says, "Oh my god, I definitely thought you were buzzed." See, that's the common misconception. Maybe you never know. You never know. No, this is me sober.
Yeah. So can you imagine
how bad is that? How bad is that?
OG knows.
Yeah, OG knows. Yeah, he knows. Let's see. Lene Ward, if you get to ask Jody a question, what are you going to ask? Oh, I know what my question is. What was it like to work with the brilliant Howard Ashman? Because a lot of times you can, still meet people that are still around, such as his collaborator, Alan Menken, the directors of Beauty and the Beast, Kirk Wise and Gary Trousdale, the directors of The Little Mermaid, John Musker and Ron Clements. But when you have someone as brilliant as Howard Ashman, who sadly is no longer with us, I would love to ask someone directly what it was like to actually work with him.
That's a good question.
So that would be my question to her. Let's see. Oh yeah, Lucas. Yeah, Jody has sung for people at their wedding. They invited her, and she actually got to surprise the bride and groom.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's see. Of course, Epcot. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Kaylee's
PA accent.
It's the PA accent. It would be better to be in the moment without worrying about being live and stuff. Yeah, I do. To that degree, Kaylee, I do agree. Like, I always say, like, let us experience it first and then kind of circle back and then kind of like regroup. And then, if we do a live, show you guys around, because then that way we can then inform you guys what's going on. Because if we're just learning everything right then and there, it's kind of hard to kind of take you guys on a tour when we need the tour ourselves.
Yeah.
And yes, theme park assembly says express pass is mandatory. Yeah, there was no way I really went for the express pass, especially for opening day. I was not going to tackle the single lines, like not the single lines. I'm sorry, the standby lines. But yeah, no, thank you. Let's see. Lene says they have single rider lines for every ride in Epic, allegedly. I have heard that, Lene. I believe so, which that's actually a bonus, because if there's ever a time where we go multiple times and it's like, we don't mind just going like on whatever, so like just to jump on. The one that I would consider doing as a single rider, depending on would be the Donkey Kong Minecart Madness, because the operations for that, I hear, are atrocious, because you can only fit 4 people per cart, or is it something like that? And then it's like it's a long wait. So if I did consider doing a single rider, if we decide to do that, if we have time, it's as much as I would love to do Minecart Madness, it's not really like high up on my priority. But if we get to do it, we'll try. But then down the road, as I said, to do a single rider, I wouldn't mind doing it. Let's see. Let's see. So, theme parks assemble. When are you going? Great. We're actually leaving tomorrow.
Yes.
We're actually leaving tomorrow, and we will be there opening day, May 22nd, for Epic Universe. And then we'll be there a couple more days for Universal. And then we're doing 5 nights at Walt Disney World. And then we're doing a 5-night cruise on the Disney Magic. So we're basically going to be in Florida. Well, sort of. We'll be in the Bahamas for the second part, but majority of the time we'll be in Florida for almost 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So will you be there, Theme Parks Assemble? Let's see. I keep on missing. You guys have some great questions tonight.
I wish I can see it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Lucas and Dizzy, speaking of drinking around the world, should visit during Destination D23 for Food and Wine Festival. Are you saying for yourself, Lucas? Are you going to do the food and wine while you're down there? Let's see. Theme Parks Assemble says top 3 Monsters, Harry Potter, and Stardust. I am curious about Stardust. Now, I don't know if should do Stardust. I'll do Star because I'm very curious about Stardust. Here's the thing. When it comes to like a lot of those high-end speed roller coasters, she can do maybe one, and then she's
space it out for a little bit.
Space it out, yeah.
Maybe do another one, but
I am curious about
bad,
Stardust. Yes. Let's see. Lene Ward, do you have specific merch you are excited about picking up?
From Universal or from Epic
Universe? Might be from Epic Universe. Nothing that I could think in mind, but I am one, like if I happen to see something and it catches my eye and it's like I have to have it, I'll end up getting it. I do want Abby to at least get one, like a souvenir per time, like for Universal, for Walt Disney World, and of course for the Disney Cruise Line, because this is going to be her first Disney cruise. Mm-hmm. For me, we ended up picking up a lot more merch than what we're anticipating on doing for the 70th anniversary at Disneyland. So we'll see how much of the spending. The one thing I do want to get, though, especially since it's going to be her first cruise, is I want to get the souvenir photo book from Shutters, because they take photos throughout your cruise, when you're at dinner, when you're on the island, just when you're meeting characters, and you can kind of compile it all in a book, a photo book, and then the cover actually has the name of whatever ship you're on. So that would be one of my souvenirs, and also a souvenir to myself, which basically would be the Rainforest Room Pass for 2 days, because I love the Rainforest Room. Those heated chairs, oh man. For all of you who have not been on a Disney cruise and have not been in the Rainforest Room, I fall asleep on those heated chairs every single time, and to my own kind of detriment, so to speak, because I ended up forgetting to apply sunscreen when I was on Castaway Cay.
You got shellied?
I got shellied. And we went back on the ship, went into the hot tub, and then I sat in the heated chair and fell asleep. I cooked. Yes. I was red. Not pink. Red. Let's see. Theme Park Assemble says, hope you bring cooling towels, neck fans, umbrellas. It's going to be Hades hot. So here's the here's the thing with me, Theme Park Assemble. I'm used to the heat. I've been going to Walt Disney World, at least the Florida heat, like since I was 9 years old. And now, of course, as I get older, I may get down there and be like, I'm dying. This one I'm going to have to watch closely because she's not used. Yes. Here's the thing. I used to have neck fans. I can't remember what I did with those. I know I didn't bring them out. So they're still over PA, so they're no good over there. Cooling towels. I did get 1 or 2 cooling towels actually 2 years ago when I went with OG and Mindy, because I got my mom one too. Because it was I got her a cooling towel to put her on it. Those actually work really well. Oh, wait, there was a question from Jay. Oh, here we go. I passed it up. Mr. J. Sher, do you think Orange Grove 55 has become too much of a uni shill? Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. I am ashamed. Bob Iger is disappointed. Dana Walden, not happy. And Josh doesn't even know what's going on. So... But yes, as Orange Grove 55 says, yes, Universal Guy 64. Mm-hmm. His alter ego.
Yep.
and maybe says baby toothless. Yeah, the dragons over there look phenomenal. I think honestly, for How to Train Your Dragon, if we get on the roller coaster, I keep on forgetting the names between the roller coaster and that dragon spinny thing. Like I always get the names mixed up. No, I know. I just I was saying I can't remember the names. Other than that, and as I say, the dragon spinny thing. See, OG's rubbing off on me because it's just the thing. It's just the thing.
Yeah, I'm not going on that thing.
Yeah, but I would love to just walk around the Isle of Berk, see all the dragons. Obviously, meet Toothless. I want to meet Toothless. Mm-hmm. I want to see the show also too, the dragon show, which looks absolutely phenomenal. So I think for me, I'd say go to Isle of Berk last. I think because I feel like Isle of Berk is going to be like our. The short time is. That is true too. Does that include with the Express? Mm-hmm. No. Theme Parks Assemble or anybody else? Does the Dragon Show? Or is it included in the Express Pass? I'm very curious. Let me know. Let's see. Oh, this is maybe when she was. I'm so scared to hear this. I guess when I was talking about the calendar. Let's see. Oh, here's Jay. Me. So me. This is Jay saying me. Is George going to share his calendar while he's at Walt Disney World? Hey, you know what, Jay? If anybody's willing to want to hear it, I probably can get a lot of Epcot fans because they're going to be half wasted already. So they'll think it's a good idea. They turn sober and they'll be like, what the hell is this? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Lene Ward. Let's see. Our friend Dale shaves characters into his chest hair, and that would work for Disney attraction, especially if you did front and back 2 at a time. That's interesting. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I do have a lot of chest hair, so I mean, I guess I could create a little chia pet kind of thing on my chest. But what's actually funny, Lene, is not even just shaving the hair. I was considering on getting a tattoo, and it has to be Disney, of course, and it's of Chip and Dale, and I would have Chip on one inner part of my thigh and Dale on the other one, and they're reaching up to grab the nuts. Draw your own conclusion.
I told them it would hurt, but if he wants to do it.
Yes. And Jay shares that. Why does OG know this? Well, it's funny because I ended up saying this idea, which again, I didn't even think of the idea. It actually just happened when Abby, Mademoiselle, OG, Conductor, and Mr. Webba were all having dinner at was it Black Tap?
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Tap and Downtown Disney. As I said, I had a couple margaritas. It goes to really 2 margarita, 3 margarita shot. It's funny how you can get like spontaneous, brilliant ideas when you have a couple margaritas.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. OG says, "Oh, I know. I'm the same kind of personality when I drink too. Silly and jokey. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, definitely." Let's see. Mark says, when we saw her, somebody asked her that. She talked about The Little Mermaid and the musical Smile that they worked on together. That's right. Oh. They did work on Smile on Broadway. That is true. Oh, and by the way, he's referring to Jodie Benson. Talk about Howard Ashman. I'm so sorry, folks. They're like, okay, yes, okay.
Your shirtless calendar?
Yes. Let's see.
Some people just jumped on me.
Of course. CJ Share going to Universal Hollywood with OG, the Italiano, and Wizard was a highlight of the year. Absolutely, that was such a great day, and we got to show Jay around because he hasn't been there in a very long time. So we kind of were his like personal tour guides. We took him on the tram tour, and we just kind of like went around like the different areas. He got to experience Secret Life of Pets, and we got to eat in the Three Broomsticks, which he absolutely loved the cream puff. Yep, he cannot stop thinking about the cream puff. He has dreams about the cream puff. Actually, Jay, you and I have that in common. We both dream of a cream puff. You with the dessert and me with Ebba. See, we both dream of a cream puff. So I had to. It was right there. Come on. Let's see. Let's see. Where am I? Oh, here we go. Let's see. Maybe. What's the calendar plan for No Shave November? Well, let's see. I wonder, because here's the thing. There is going to be a time where I'm going to completely shave everything. Like start off scratch, like write down the date and then just let it go to see how long I can go. Because here's the funny thing, maybe, especially like with my beard, when it grows, it doesn't grow down. It grows outward, literally. So yeah, it doesn't go like Father Time. As I said, it goes like a chia pet. So, and honestly, it grows very fast. Like literally, it's like a bushel of weeds. Let's see. Theme park assemble. Depending on when you come to Disney, I could be your tour guide. Awesome. That's great. Tour guide. I always wanted to be that was the thing. I always wanted to be a VIP tour guide for Disney. Because just the knowledge I have, my personality. Now, of course, I would be G-rated Italiano if I was doing that, obviously, Oh, and OG says, sponsored by Manscaped. Yes. He's been trying to get me a sponsor with Manscaped for God knows how many years.
Yeah.
Like to the fact of like, he kept on like talking about it. I mean, like we never really reached out, but I think honestly, if we did, like they get a look at all this, like, man, I could be their poster child. Let's see. Lene Ward, are you guys big Nintendo fans or just regular fans? Are you getting the Switch too? I'm a fan of Nintendo. I grew up with the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64, Mario Kart, the classic Super Mario World and all that. But as of right now, as I've gotten like older, I kind of fell out of games, but I'm still a fan of the franchise. I absolutely love the Super Mario Brothers movie. I can't wait for the sequel. The land is cool. I just feel like it's just a little bit overstimulated. There's like a lot of color, a lot of things going on. But I'm not a fan of the Mario Kart ride. I am curious about the Minecart Madness, as I said. The Yoshi ride looks really cool. But I want to say, I think out of all the lands, that's the least one for me anyways, that I'm like, maybe it's just because I've been to it so many times here in Hollywood. But yeah, and as far as the Switch 2, probably not. My son will probably ask for it, but no. And honestly, I don't even really have time to even sit and play a game. If I barely have time to play Candy Crush. So, but what say you?
I was a fan like with Nintendo growing up because my dad would play it for me. I would make him go rescue Princess Peach for me, and then I would and then my kids both have the Switch, but I barely have time to do that just because I was always working so much. Like this is the first time that I've actually had better work-life balance. I used to work I think there was 1 month I worked 28 days out of the 30, and those were 16-hour, 20-hour, 22-hour shifts. So I never had time to play anything. So I probably not going to get the Switch. My son will probably ask for it, or probably even put it in his cart and just let me know that he bought it. So, It is.
Once they approve the numbers on the card, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, Mom, just wanted to let you know, just give you a heads up if you see a charge.
What happens when you have it's just going to be his last year of being a teenager. He turns 20 this year, so unfortunately, they know how to use the card and just bill Mom after.
Yep, we have 3 kids, like together. She has 2, I have 1. And anytime we get a message from any of them, it's hi.
Oh gosh.
It's like, what do you want? How much is it going to cost?
Yep. My daughter's like clockwork. Every 2 weeks, it's her lashes. So.
We got Chris Lucas in the house. Let's see. Hey George, just a heads up. Don't get your face painted in Dark Universe. They won't sell you alcohol any longer that day. Oh man, I can't imagine. I cannot. I don't even know if they could even. Honestly, I don't even know if they could even get paint to even stick, like on my face anymore. Like, I would have to, because even when I shave, like I still have the 5 o'clock shadow. So I don't even know. I'm for sure. I mean, you could probably get something maybe up here, but like, but if I had a full beard, yeah, that. Mr. J. Shears says, even Manscaped can't handle the Italiano calendar now. I don't think the Italiano can handle the Italiano calendar.
I know they were asking if I would be the one to take the pictures. I was like, nope.
If I was to do that, I'm sorry. I'm getting it professionally done. I'm sorry. And maybe while we're on the cruise, maybe I'll ask Shutters. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Theme Parks Assemble says, yes, I usually go on the weekends and on Wednesday to Universal and Disney. Cool. All right. Jay sure says, Manscaped sees the Italiano and quits. Oh, God. They're like, I'm out. We're done. Lucas says, I'm going to do food and wine, but not drinking alcohol during Destination D23. Yeah, I agree. Idea. Yeah, I agree. The fact that you get to go to Destination D23, you want to,
be sober.
Yeah, because you want to enjoy it. Hopefully, they give you some good information, some good announcements. Because I mean, I would think that they would. The fact that they're expanding it to the Coronado Resort, and it's a bigger location. We were planning on going, but then
they didn't choose Labor Day weekend.
They chose Labor Day weekend, which we have plans at our church that they do a church camp and everything. That's going to be very interesting for me because I'm not really like an outdoorsy, like in the woods kind of person. I'm a city boy, you know. I go for leather, not plaid. God, that just sounds so wrong. But it's gonna be a great time anyway, and I'm looking forward to when I come back. Hopefully, get some good announcements, what have you. Hopefully, we can make it for the next Destination D23 because I do want her to see one. As long as they stay away from Labor Day weekend, Mm-hmm. But even for me, like even traveling over there, because she even said that I could go, if I wanted to, but I already promised her that I was going, with her, and I want to, keep my promise to that and everything. But even traveling over for the Labor Day weekend like that, especially cross country, I don't know if I wanted to end up like doing all that, but as I said, but we will be doing the big D23 fan event. Speaking of which, Lucas, I need your help, bud. I'll get you that Savi's, whatever you want. Just please help me with that ticket again, because you are like the man when it comes to the tickets. I don't know what you do. I don't know what tech you have, but damn, it works. So literally, you get the ticket. I'll Venmo you however much the tickets are. I don't care. I'll take them. More so, pretty much the same ones, really. If I could get section row B, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, sorry. Section 112, row B, seats 7, 8, and 9. That's what I would want, because those seats were awesome. I got to see everything because you got to see the screen, you got to see the stage, you got to see the little center stage too, where a lot of the performers we're at with John Stamos and All for One. Oh man, speaking of which, you want to see a 90s boy geek out to see All for One perform I Swear live? That was me. Yeah. Mr. J. Shear says Citrico Central live chat is on fire.
Yeah.
It is. I see we got 23 people in here. Literally, I'm beyond words, and I mean that in a good way. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. And yeah, I mean, as long as you guys are talking, we'll keep doing this. I'm probably going to be up anyway because I never sleep the day before a big trip. Like literally, she's going to find that out. Everyone knows that. OG knows that. Our friend Mindy knows that. Literally, I do not sleep. I don't know if it's just because of the anticipation and everything. So I'm going to be up for a while. We still have to do some odds and ed things, but as I said, I'm going to be up anyway. So I'm going to be Speedy Gonzalez. Andre. Let's see. We have Lene. Are you guys going to do character theme outfits for your days in the parks? Oh, interesting. I don't think we discussed that, but I will say we do have some outfit coordinations that we will be doing. Abby got a really pretty dress, and I got a shirt that matches it. We'll probably use that for the cruise. And then also on the cruise, while we were at Disneyland, I ended up getting a Stitch Hawaiian shirt, and she ended up getting a nice Stitch tank shirt, which we'll probably wear on the ship when we go and see the Lilo and Stitch live action movie.
Because I love Stitch.
She does love Stitch. She is Stitch.
Stitch is me.
She is Stitch, which that makes me Angel. Which is actually very appropriate because her daughter's named Angel. And with me being Angel, it's kind of like the same thing because apparently that both of us, not Abby, Angel, me and Angel, her daughter, and me, were supposed to be named Destiny Ann. If I was a girl, folks, that wasn't the choice if I was a boy. But if I was going to be a girl, my mom was going to name me Destiny Ann.
And my daughter was going to be named Destiny Ann, but my mom didn't like the name.
So we end up having this kind of run-on joke between her and I. Like, we'll just call each other Destiny. Like, at times, you know. It's like, she started doing that to me. I'm like, oh, no, it's war now. Let's see. Chicken Parmitaliano cooking in the sun. Yeah, here's the thing. Like, now my shoulders, like, I'll burn because I had a 3rd-degree burn when I was 18. It was an orange ozone day. I didn't follow the rules, and I wore a tank shirt that day. But majority of the times, like my face, my arms, my legs, I'll tan. Yeah, I'll really become the Italiano.
I don't tan. I'm afraid of the sun.
It's funny. Dana Walden blocked me. But Mademoiselle says, yeah, what happened? Let's see.
That's when he's at Universal all the time.
Speaking of which, maybe he traded the special access for the orange hair girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He
literally
Universal did. Baddies.
He did. I swear, we were at Universal for Fan Fest, oh my gosh, he pulls me over. He's like, "Dude, we got to get that girl on the live." I'm like, "Which one?" I'm like, "Looking there's like a group of them, and like she steps out and she's like all decked out like in the anime, and I'm like, oh, that's why." Yeah, because my boy OG, he likes the baddies. Mm-hmm. He likes the baddies. Jay Shear says, Damaro Band OG from Club 33. See. Oh, and then Theme Park Assemble. Hiccups Wing Gliders is the coaster, and Dragon Racers Rally is the dumb one. Well, is that how far back I am? Holy Mary Mother of God. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Maybe he says, I knew it was over when he stopped calling him Daddy Josh and started calling him JD.
No more daddy.
No more daddy. Theme Parks Assemble. Express Pass, yes, for Untrainable Dragon. Perfect. Yay. Yes, good. Awesome. Mr. Oh no, not the nuts. Oh, hold
That's what
on.
I said.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Seymour, I hope you're still in the chat. We got Mr. Seymour Duck Quack. Awesome. I'm so
I
sorry,
don't like
Seymour.
regular ducks, though, Mr. Seymour Duck.
Yes.
You're the exception.
You're the exception. Yes.
You don't try to bite me
Yes.
or attack me.
Yes. Well, maybe if he's in the mood.
Birds sense my fear.
Yeah, they really do. They literally aim for her.
Mhm.
Mr. Seymour says, just wanted to say hi, currently working. Well, thanks for stopping in, Seymour. And I hope if you catch the playback, I do apologize. I'm trying to catch up with all the everyone's comments. This is awesome. But yeah, hopefully, thank you. That's awesome. Let's see. Shaves everything, including eyebrows. Oh no. I don't. Well. Here's the thing. Not completely off, but I do get my eyebrows trimmed because I end up calling them the dueling caterpillars. Let's see. Lene Ward. It could be calend hair. Ooh, I like that. Calend hair. Calend hair. R. Yeah.
You guys are all encouraging me. I love it.
Let's see. What is the most obscure fact about Disney World you know every single time I go? The most obscure fact. No, I'm just kidding. I actually don't know. I'll get back to you on that, Lene. I want to think a little bit hard on that one. Let's see. Mark McHugh says, when I went to Epcot, my brother found out his girlfriend was cheating on him the night before, so he was in a grumpy mood. We rode the Donald Duck ride like 5 times. I could feel the pain because honestly, I was planning my 10-year wedding anniversary for Walt Disney World. And in the midst while I'm playing, that's when I find out that my now ex Chupacabra was cheating on me with her boss. So so it ended up becoming a family and friends trip, which turned out great. And as I said, ended up turning out well. What?
Because I don't know how you said
Chupacabra.
it. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, that one. Okay, yeah. So honestly, she did me the biggest favor because honestly, it allowed me to expand my horizon to actually meet somebody who I can call my partner in crime. That we do like everything together, and I couldn't be more happier. Yes. So I actually got to see what actually falling in love is all about because the 10 years of being with my ex, especially being young, getting married young, you learn, you live and learn, but I mean, like, you think you know love, but you don't really know until you actually have it. Mm-hmm. So if that makes sense. Let's see. Lucas and Disney, George, you get to play Switch 2 while on the plane. That is true. I mean, it does make the time go by. Oh, we got maybe say Abby, a queen girl boss. I see, Mr. Seymour Duck. My special access is going to get revoked. I'm a bigger Nintendo fan than Disney. That is true. He is. But I think with Seymour too is he's very fair. That even though he is a bigger Nintendo fan than Disney, when he sees the facts, with the numbers, he calls it out like it is. Yes. So that's always good. But yes, just because you are a Nintendo fan, yeah, your access is gone. Let's see, Lene. I wonder if they will have any Switch 2 related merch in Nintendo Land. The cow from Moo Moo Meadows. I think I dated her once.
Moo Moo Meadows?
Yeah. Well, that was her stage name. Oh, but sorry, folks. I had to. I'm sorry. This is me. Have you ever seen the movie The Greatest Showman? This is me. This is me. Meadows is now playable. Moo Moo Meadows that is now playable has become a star. Okay. It's possible. I'll let you know. Like whenever we're in the Nintendo, if there is like the Nintendo Switch stuff, yeah, I'll definitely let you know. Maybe you'll see if you're on. If I do a live, we'll walk around maybe some of the merch stores and stuff. Let's see. Lene continues. I'm so glad you aren't working 28 days a month anymore and instead going on cool adventures.
Yes. My family's glad too. My mom was a little worried. She's like, do you work anymore? I'm like, yes, I work. Barely.
She does. She does. She's a hard worker, honestly. She definitely deserves what she gets. And as
I literally got home at 8 p.m. today to start a live now.
So. Yeah, literally. She went from work to several errands and tied into work, and then came home, and we're doing a live. Let's see. Orange Grove 55. George isn't outdoorsy. He prefers to stay inside and watch Dance Moms. That is true. That is true. Yeah.
I know. When I told him, are you going to be able to play like the outdoor games and stuff? He's all, what?
Yeah. I'm like, I'll watch. I'll judge.
Yeah.
Though I'm not a physical kind of person. Well, you know what I mean. Let's see, maybe. Oh my God, did you ever rewatch the D23 thing and find any other 5-year mention? Because I swear he said that too. Oh yes. Here's the thing. Maybe I did watch it. OG watched it, and for some reason we watched that whole thing. It was that only one part that he said, but yeah, I could have sworn, and OG thought that we were there, and I could have sworn he said it somewhere in the beginning of the show and at the end. I could have sworn he did. But of how he said, like with the 5 years, like everything was going to be done within 5 years.
Oh.
But the way he said it, I kind of agree with OG, where it's like, if you kind of hear how he said it, it's like you can kind of get a little bit of a loophole if it doesn't happen, but we'll see. I mean, so far so good. I mean, Tropical Americas is already in progress. Mm-hmm. They're closing things down. Mama Melrose is already closed. The Muppets Courtyard will soon be closed down. I believe June 10th, I think, is going to be the final curtain call. It's going to be for cast members. They're going to get the last view of Muppets. They already filmed for the archives already. So I'm not sure how they're going to utilize that. So Monsters Inc. is going to be going in there very time soon. They already started the permit files for Cars and Villains over at Magic Kingdom. So, dirt's moving, honestly. I think, honestly, where dirt isn't moving is over here in Disneyland, in the sense where, not counting the Avengers area, because that is moving, to be fair, but we don't even know where Pandora and Coco is going. Like, where is it going? How is it going? What's going to be in it? Like, what's, like, he was very vague when it came to Coco and Pandora.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we did rewatch it and could have sworn he said it, but we did. We watched it. Mr. Tepper, George with a stripper name. I think, honestly, hypothetically, if I was a stripper, I probably would still keep the Italiano.
Would you?
I think so. Yeah, I think I would just use that. That just became like my alter ego. And if all of you who don't know, if you first followed me when I was previously married, I was known as the Disney Family Man.
Yes.
And that's how she ended up kind of learning, like, when I became single, because she was like, oh, he rebranded himself and he became the Italiano.
I wonder why.
She looked into it as she watched. I mean, she literally knows the date I became part of on Orange Grove 55. And I'm like, really? I didn't even know that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
You make me sound like a stalker.
Well, you were tenacious.
Mm-hmm.
Punctual. JD be messing with our minds. See, he goes to the JD. No more Daddy Josh. Let's see. Lene says, coordinated outfits are an underrated perk of being in a healthy relationship with a fun person. Absolutely agree. Yeah, I think honestly, a lot of couples should consider doing that. I love doing matching because I actually said it to her. That's where she ended up getting the dress and the shirt that I will match her, because I told her, I said, um, I'm very curious because she's not really a dress person. She
Give
will
me
wear,
some jeans
yeah,
and a shirt.
yeah. She's more of like that kind of girl next door kind of, yeah, like t-shirt and jeans, you know. But I said, I think you look really good in a dress. I think she looks very pretty in a dress. And I said, my goal is to get you into dresses, like maybe not all the time, but like. And she ended up getting this really pretty, kind of looks like a kind of like a Lilo and Stitch, kind of like Hawaiian dress. And I got the matching shirt with it. So when you guys watch our vlogs, when we do more for Citrico Central for the Florida vlogs, you'll be able to see what that outfit looks like, because we will be wearing it. And then, yeah, so why does OG know this? Coming from Tones, because that is what Tone says. Like anything that I say, if it's wild and crazy, and I incorporate OG, that's Tone's response was, and why does OG know this? Like, yeah. And
Because they're brothers.
Yes. And Jay's going to say, I'm going to say it every time. We got Kevin Davis in the house. Still think Disney going to pick Dana Walden as CEO, even with the Abu Dhabi park announcement. Yeah, I mean, she's still in the running. I mean, I think the Abu Dhabi project really pushed Josh up further. Like I felt like she had a clean sweep, but now I feel like she has a component. And it's anybody's game. The only thing that's making me think not Josh is, again, I just don't know if the executives and the board and even Wall Street is gonna, like, the shareholders are gonna want even another park person. And now the only reason why now that I may eat those words is because Damaro has a much better personality to the people than Chapek ever did. So I think Chapek was already doomed for failure going in, like, just because in a sense I really wasn't even a fan when he was parks chairman. You know, you can tell when he's like reading a teleprompter, which is basically for everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh gosh, now he's going to be CEO. How is this going to end up? And sure enough, you got to see how it was. Yeah. So hopefully they're going to have to know what they're doing this time. And again, nobody's perfect. Nothing's perfect, but you need somebody that can really run the company as a well-oiled machine, because it is a big company with many different outlets. Yes. Let's see. Kevin Davis continues. Epic Universe will be a success for Universal Studios. International audience going to save How to Train Your Dragon live action at the box office. Yeah, I think honestly the How to Train Your Dragon live action is gonna really revitalize that that franchise. It was very popular, but after the third movie, it just kind of died down, so to speak, where people knew about it. It's like, okay, they're great movies, but I think the live action is really gonna.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it. See, we're going to continue with Kevin Davis again with Disney will bounce back at the box office with Lilo and Stitch, Fantastic Four, Zootopia 2, Avatar Fire and Ash, Tron Ares, Freakier Friday, Predator, Badlands. And then he continues right here. People will wait to see Pixar Elio on Disney Plus. I agree with you with all the other movies, definitely. Like, as far as like Lilo and Stitch is going to crush it, Fantastic Four, Avatar, Zootopia 2. Actually, the trailer dropped today. I thought was kind of interesting because it's not what I expected it to be. But it was okay. But I still want to see the movie. Now, as far as for Elio, I have high hopes for it. But I think for how long people have been hearing about this movie, and it's been dragged, and it's been through, pre-production, post-production, rewrote the script, change in animation. I don't know if people are going to take interest in it. I'm curious to see it. I actually want to see it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And maybe says, Chupacabra is crazy. Laughing my ass off. Let's see. Mark, that's so sweet. I'm glad your ex-wife cheated on you, but like in a good way. Yes, actually, yeah. A lot of people, they thought I would be in like depressed and upset that my world was crushed. But yeah, no, I said, don't feel bad for me. Don't feel sorry. Don't be sad. I'd be like, I'm fine. It was like, as I said, look what came of it, and it's, yeah. So I'm glad she cheated on me. Yeah. Actually, if I would have known that any sooner, I would have took her to him. And then Mademoiselle sends a little heart. We got Ben Zacuto in the house. Ben, how you doing? It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while, but welcome in. Let's see. Thoughts on Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Yeah, as I said earlier, Ben, I love Nintendo. I really do, but I feel like how they're incorporating like the franchise like into the parks and stuff. I prefer it actually as the game, to be honest with you, and in the movies, because as I said, the Super Mario Brothers movies, I absolutely love the first one. I can't wait to see the second one. But I'm curious. I'll still give it a shot, like with everything. But but then, as I said, with the video games, with Mario Kart World, that looks really cool. Because I saw the preview of it. That's why I said before, in the parks, kind of a miss for me so far. But in the gaming world and film wise, all for it. And Lucas says, yeah, I'll be playing Mario Kart World in 2 weeks. Ben says same. Moo Meadows. Oh my gosh. Mr. Seymour Duck says, super chat coming when. Would love to support the channel. Well, thank you, Mr. Duck. I greatly appreciate it. Actually, yeah, let me answer that question for everybody who would like to know, because actually there are several people that's been wanting to send out super chats. Right now, I'm not there yet to that threshold. I will be getting there soon to receive super chats. When I do, you all will know, and I greatly appreciate it. I really do. In the meantime, if you would like to contribute to anything until the super chats come, I did start up a business Venmo account specifically for the channel of Citrico Central. So everything that gets sent to the business Venmo is for the channel purposes only. It's not for anything else. So if you would like to contribute to that, it's in Venmo, Citrico Central. And you can, you could say who you are, how, like if you wanted to donate anything, if you have a question or anything. I may not like respond to it like if you do it in real form, like in like live, but I can maybe do a separate video on it. Or actually, if I do get one and you add like a question to it, like kind of like a super chat through the Venmo, then I would read it live. Yeah. So yeah, Seymour, I greatly appreciate it, because as I said, several people have been asking me. Hopefully, I can get the super chats pretty soon. I'm trying to get as many watch hours. So again, I want to thank everybody, like even just for this live. I'm surprised, like, the engagement of this live and like through all my videos and everything. But yes, it is yeah, the business Venmo account is under Citrico Central. And yeah, you can send anything there. But as I said, when the super chats do come up, once I hit that threshold, I'll definitely let you know. And again, I greatly appreciate you, Mr. Seymour Duck, for wanting to support the channel. We got Chris Lucas. Avatar will break ground in 2029. Interesting. Okay, 2029.
Break ground.
It would break ground. Okay, so Chris, let me ask you this. So if it breaks ground in 2029, see, because my My thought process that it would have been maybe like 2027, only because it would hit the 2030 to hit that 5-year mark. And that's what we were mentioning earlier. So with that project in particular, well, obviously if it breaks ground in 2029, it wouldn't be done even by 2031. It would probably be like 2032, 2033. So was that Josh D'Amaro saying, like, when he mentions the 5 years, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're completed in 5 years, but they could actually start in 5 years. So that means by 2030, something could actually start, but that's within the 5-year range, but it may not be completed till 2035. That might be the loophole. I don't know. But Chris, let me know. I'm very curious. 2029, that is interesting. Because here's the thing. If it does break ground in 2029, we're probably not going to get any info on that till probably 2026. Maybe even a little bit later, because again, they can't really say too much of detail, because if they're incorporating the future sequels even after Fire and Ash, they can't really give too much away, because they'd be giving the films away, and Cameron's not going to be up for that. He's a very passionate person about his craft and work, and he kind of like strikes me like with like Peter Jackson and George Lucas, like those kind of creatives. Like they're very like into like what they're doing, and it's like you won't know until they want you to know, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Mademoiselle. Yes, where is the super chat option? Yes, as I said, yes. Hopefully, super chats will come soon, folks. Again, I'm elated to the fact that you guys are even asking to want to give me a super chat. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. But as I said, one more time, just in case if anyone's jumping in, the Venmo business account under Citrico Central. You know, if you have Venmo, if you want to contribute right now, up until the super chats come, you can Venmo me however, whatever you want. And as I said, it will go strictly for the channel, for content, for, you know, whatever. If you guys have an idea and you want to send me a Venmo, like if we do like a bar chat and you say, hey, can you order this specific drink? Here's the money for it, like that kind of thing. That's cool too. You know, I'm all for that kind of stuff. Chris Lucas. Also, the Olympics are actually bad for business. The Paris Olympics obliterated Disneyland Paris park attendance. Ooh, okay. So we may be looking at it differently, where people are saying the Olympics is going to draw people in, but it actually might hurt theme park attendance.
I didn't think of it that way.
Because that is true, because that's a completely different audience.
Yeah.
You know, people that are coming in for the Olympics, they're there for the Olympics. They're not like, yeah, let's go hop over to Universal and ride Secret Life of Pets. You know, it's like, even though I absolutely love Secret Life of Pets, but
I doesn't like the ride vehicle.
I don't like the ride vehicle. It's too small. It's just like Goofy Sky Skull. Like, do they not understand that us men have certain things down there? Like, those vehicles give us division signs.
Thanks for the visual.
You're welcome. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I love Secret Life of Pets. But yeah, the vehicles, yeah, and especially too, because like it's the slowest ride there, but they push the bar down as far as it can go. And it's like, we're not going anywhere. This thing is traveling half the speed of smell. We're good. But then you go on the Incredible Hulk coaster down in Orlando, and they just go, drunk. It's like, oh, I'll just push this down a little bit more. Thank you. Let's see. Orange Grove 55. He hasn't met the threshold by YouTube to have super chats yet, but he does have the business bend. Okay, perfect. Thank you. OG. As I said, the chat's going much quicker than I can get to it, but that's a good thing. I like that.
Yes.
Let's see. So he continues. He had to set up the Venmo for when that calendar drops. Well, I will say though, if you all support the calendar, it is going to take money to get those produced. So, I mean, if you throw me something, I swear to God, if that calendar ever comes to fruition, I will laugh my ass off. I am not kidding you. That would be so funny.
Would I? It'd be like, oh my god!
It would be like, I can't believe I did it. I swear, if I end up doing that, literally, there's nothing that I can't accomplish in life, because I think literally that would probably pay for my retirement. I see Chris Lucas. I was going to go say what's up again, but I had to get that train station view. Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yeah, it was cool to run into everybody there. It was a party. It was just a great big party at the 70th. I honestly wouldn't have changed anything, except maybe my little hiccup with the live, but I did address that before. And for all of you who were part of my live in park, thank you so much for the love, the support. Even when the live dipped out,
Thank you.
Yeah, you all gave me the praise and positivity that, it wasn't a failure, that it was, because honestly, I'm going to be very honest with you. I was down on myself. Literally. I am my worst enemy. I am my worst critic. And it was like, not that I'm not a quitter. I am by far a quitter, but I am hard on myself. And there's times where it's like, I just beat myself down with certain things because I'm a stickler for detail for myself. But I do appreciate each and every one of you for, being there for me and giving me the hype to keep continuing. Because as I said, I'm not a quitter, I'll get pissed, but I'm not a quitter. Let's see. Theme park assemble. Gotta love a woman who sees something and goes after it. Yes.
Yep.
She
5 years.
Literally 5 years in the making, folks. Literally from the very beginning. So she already knew how she felt about me, and then I started feeling a certain way, but I didn't know where she stood. But she didn't know where I stood. But it took that little elephant with the big ears that flies, that literally the stars just aligned. The light came down from the heavens. The angels started singing. Oh. I can't do my opera voice anymore. Being Italian, I used to hit those high pitches. I can't do it anymore since I went through puberty. My vocal cords can't handle it. Let's see. We got Mouseward Bound in the house. Hey, George, how's it going? Great meeting up with you on Friday. Hope you enjoyed Disneyland 70th. We had a blast. Love the key. How about you guys? Yes, Mouseward Bound. Yes, it was so great to bump into you. And as I said, it was such a great time. Like, I actually agree with OG. If I could actually figure out like words to say, it actually did feel like a mini D23, because when you're at the convention center or you're at, the Honda Center, you're amongst your people, you're amongst the fans, you all share that common interest. And actually, this is the first milestone event a Disney park has had in a long time, where it felt like we all came together in unity as a Disney community to really have fun, and it was a blast. So yeah, it was great seeing you. Absolutely loved the Disneyland Key. We went around. I made a video about it on Citrico Central. We went around to the different keys. I ended up getting the Haunted Mansion key, for which a good friend, Tommy Toon, ended up getting the Pooh's Honey Pot, which everyone was teasing me because they thought that I was going to get it. And but actually, after seeing it, I thought, you know what? I really like the honey pot. Mm-hmm. So I ended up trading Tommy. He took the Haunted Mansion one. I took the Pooh's Honey Pot.
You should take Pooh's Honey Pot. I told you.
Yes, and I had to, because
that's your favorite ride.
It's my favorite ride. My father-in-law worked on two rides. He worked on Indiana Jones Adventure, and he worked on the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Yeah. So I always tell him, you worked on my favorite ride in all of Disneyland. The first day I met him. I said, you literally helped make the best ride in all of Disneyland and my personal favorite. And he's like, new Indiana Jones. I was like, no, Winnie the Pooh. And he's like, Winnie the Pooh? I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. It's Indiana Jones. Lord. Let's see. Got Orange Grove 55. Mouse Word, it was great seeing you this weekend. Glad you came over to say hi. Absolutely. And actually, to go off of that too, anytime. It doesn't have to be Disneyland 70th. It could just be a regular park day. If you see me, Abby, OG, any of us in the parks, please don't be shy. Come over, say hi. If you want a picture, if you want to just chit chat, if you want me to sign some cleavage, I'm all for it. But I'm just kidding, folks.
That's how we met Mademoiselle. Was that she?
Oh, I thought you meant
no, like that she just came up to us at a D23 event. Oh my gosh.
Well, it was the last thing I said, and you said that's how we met. Yes. Okay, let me clarify, folks. Yes, Mademoiselle ended up spotting us at the Imagineering Creative Campus during D23's Indiana Jones anniversary event. And we were sitting in front of her, and she noticed us, and then she tapped me on the shoulder and said, "I know who you are." And I'm like, I hope you mean in a good way. No, I'm just kidding. And she said, "Yeah, I watch you and OG all the time." I'm like, "Thank you so much," and everything. So I just had to just clarify it was that, like, about what Abby meant. So yes. Yeah. Let's see. Lucas, everyone meets in Disneyland. Yeah, I think it's because Lucas, what it is because Disneyland is more geared towards, like, I don't want to say locals, but it is like a hangout spot where I feel like Walt Disney World is more of that travel destination where you want to have that vacation. I feel like Disneyland right now isn't like onto that same projectile as Walt Disney World where it's like a travel destination. I think Disney's trying to get it to that point. But I think us as fans always will see it as that kind of like that theme park just to have fun.
Our home away from home.
Yes. See, Chris Lucas says, the Paint the Night dining package was so worth it. Yeah, the Paint the Night package was worth it. World of Color, not so much. Okay, so now let me emphasize on that for a second. Paint the Night dining package served the purpose to give us a great spot to see the parade. The dining portion of it was because it was
the kids version.
Yeah, it was at the Plaza Inn, and
I thought I can get chicken.
And Abby said, like, can you give me chicken or I'll take the kids' meal? I'll pay the regular price, but no, they wouldn't have it. We had to have the meatloaf, the salad, and the dessert. Peas. Oh, and the pureed peas. Yeah. So it's just like a one set thing. You don't really get to pick and choose what you want. And the meatloaf was okay, but I mean, for the price, for the food, didn't really match. It was worth having the spot for Paint the Night. Now, it was opposite for World of Color because the food and the experience in the restaurant was really good at the Magic Key Terrace. For all of you who have not been to Magic Key Terrace, OG and I have, and I don't know, have you been up there? Mm-hmm. Okay, Abby has. Me and OG have not. This was our first time. Now, of course, we had the World of Color menu, so it wasn't their everyday stuff, but that food was spot on. It was literally, Abby and OG got a whole fried chicken. Like, literally, it was like a little miniature hen.
Yeah.
That was like deep fried.
Deep fried hen.
I ended up getting what did I get? It was a pasta.
Yes, the seafood pasta.
The seafood pasta, yeah. So it was really good. But the experience for World of Color, happiness, or I call it World of Color depression. For all of you who have seen World of Color depression, you'll know why I call it that. I love the Muppet pre-show. The show itself It was okay. But the spot that we ended up getting, and that's why I'm going to give it another shot, because I want to get a different perspective, because the spot that they put us in,
wasn't that great?
you couldn't see. You see all heads. You couldn't see the water where the fountains were coming up. It cut off half the where the projections were. Mm-hmm. So it was like that wasn't worth it to me, but it was worth eating the food. Absolutely. Let's see. Oh, here's an interesting question from Jesse Adventure. What's your favorite church song?
My favorite church song?
Yeah.
What is that one?
What's the what's Angel's favorite? The one that she sings.
She sings so many.
But the one that she really goes to. There was that one song that she sings. And you said it's her favorite one that she loves singing. She'll purposely pick it if she has the chance to.
I forget what it's called. I'm really bad at her names. What? I am.
But whatever song that is.
Whatever song that is.
I can't remember the name of it. I'm horrible. I'm bad. I'm sorry. I'm just waiting for a lightning bolt to come and hit me down for forgetting. But how Angel, her daughter, sings that song. She has a set of pipes on her, folks. Honestly, she really does.
Sings really great.
And
a lot of times they use her every other week. So
yeah, they do, and she sings beautifully. And I actually remember the first time I got invited to go to their church. Actually, Angel was the one when I was coming out that she had asked if I would come and see her sing, and I said yes, and she was actually surprised. That I actually would say yes so quickly. I was like, yeah, I want to come see her sing, because Abby ended up sending me a little clip during service when she sang, and I was like, oh yeah, I would definitely love to come and support her and help hear her sing in person.
But I like At the Cross. I like Oceans. A lot of Chris Tomlin.
Chris Tomlin's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chris Tomlin, Hillsong. Mm-hmm. I think my all-time favorite song is I Can Only Imagine.
Oh, I love that song too.
I think that's my all-time favorite song. Great movie, by the way, and not to get preachy or anything or that, but it's a very strong inspirational movie, whatever your religious beliefs or faith background is. It's a really good movie of how the band Mercy Me came to be, and the relationship between why am I drawing a blank on his name? The lead singer. Mercy Me. I forget, but the relationship with his father, who is played by Dennis Quaid. Very strong, powerful movie. So it is a tearjerker, I will say that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chris Lucas. I know George has an epic beard and all, but I was serious about the face painting in Dark Universe. They will totally stop selling you alcohol because they can't verify your ID anymore. Oh,
wow.
Okay. That's interesting, but makes sense. Mm-hmm. Never would have thought of that. Huh. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Ben says, I totally agree. Nintendo in the parks has been a bit of a letdown, especially in Hollywood. Yeah, yes. I just, as I said, I love the franchise, but in the parks, I just feel like that they could just do.
Keep Yoshi.
Yeah, they could just do so much.
I pushed the stroller better. For Yoshi.
She did. She literally pushed the stroller out of the way to meet Yoshi. Nicely, gently.
And the kid was not in there.
Oh, okay. Nah, just kidding. But Ben, thanks for taking my question. Absolutely, anytime. And Ben, I'm so glad you jumped in the live because, as I said, I haven't seen you in a while, man. And it's great to see you. let's see, Lene Ward, Pokemon not being an Epic or any of the Universal parks feels criminal. I agree. And honestly, I think Pokemon is going to come, but in a big way.
Mm-hmm.
They can't just do a single attraction or a
No.
walkthrough or even just a character meet and greet. They need not even a mini land. Like that thing needs like half of a park.
I know my son loves Pokemon. That he was kidding with me because me and my daughter have a mother-daughter tattoo, and then he was like, "Are you gonna get a tattoo with me?" I was like, "Sure. What do you want?" He's like, "A Pokemon." I was like, "Oh no, I'm sorry. I'll get a Pokeball and you get the Pokemon. Then I'm catching you. That's the best I'll do."
Come to think of it, if he wanted to get a Pokemon, I might consider doing a Pokemon. If he wanted to get one, maybe I'll get one.
Good, because me and Angel said no.
Okay.
Because he was like, we want to do one all together, and he's like, yeah, sure, a Pokemon. We're like, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
You're out.
I think if I was to get a Pokemon, and I know you would think that I would pick like the roughest like Pokemon like Gyarados or Onix or something like that. But honestly, my all-time favorite Pokemon is Mew.
Really?
I love Mew. I remember. I think honestly, like the reason why I love Mew is it takes me back to my childhood of going to see Pokemon the first movie in theaters. I absolutely because I was watching the show religiously. I had the cards, I had the little figures, and when the movie came out, it was like, oh my gosh, the first Pokemon movie, and it was like I had to go see it in theaters. And I remember going to Burger King and getting the little gold-plated like Pokemon collector cards and everything. And but because Mew and Mewtwo were new like on the scene, but I absolutely love Mew because I think it just like resonates, with that. Yeah. So
I like Togepi. I like Squirtle.
Squirtle.
The turtle.
Squirtle.
Even though I killed 2, so.
Yeah. Not on purpose, but she had 2 turtles. You went to camp? She went to camp. His name was Raphael.
Of course.
And she ended up going to camp, coming back, and this shouldn't be funny, folks. I'm sorry. It's just how it was like. And she found out that Raphael died, and she went to her mom and said, like, did you not feed Raphael? And her mom just like looked at her and said, who's Raphael? She went, my turtle. So the poor thing starved to death. So then she replaced Raphael with Shelly. And she was like, I guess, how'd you find out? Like, was in it a book or something? Or you found out?
Yeah, I read that turtles need sun for their shells.
So she decided to take him out to get some sun. Yeah, to let him get some sun, But that was the time she was playing a video game, when she had that opportunity to, and she lost track of time and went back outside.
Oh, Shelly.
Oh, poor Shelly.
So I always make a joke if George
if she leaves me in the car or I'm outside, she's like, don't Shelly, don't get Shelly. Yeah, poor Shelly.
Mm-hmm. So no more turtles.
Yeah.
Just like no birds.
Yes.
No hamsters.
Chris Lucas, I wouldn't be surprised if Hugh Johnston is the next CEO. That would be good. Hugh Johnston, honestly, he came in like ready to run, like guns blazing, like he knows what's up. I definitely would take him into consideration. I don't know if Iger is, but I think that's really good. To the fact that they may, and maybe even at least consider. I think that would be good. And we got Albert in the house. Hi, George. And how do you pronounce that? I don't want to butcher it. Ate Abby?
Ate Abby.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still trying to brush up on my Filipino.
Okay.
That too. Yeah. Let's see. I won't be able to say hi for a while. I'm too broke after working on house renovations. I hear you, man. Let's see. Oh, then this is Mademoiselle. So happy I did. You two are the sweetest. Absolutely. And Mademoiselle, we definitely consider you a very good friend of ours. And, welcome to the family.
Crazy family and all.
Yes. Let's see. You are welcome that I allowed you three to see each other at D23 Expo. Let's see. Theme Parks Assemble. Going to bed. See you guys. Hit me up when you're done here. Absolutely. Thank you, Theme Parks Assemble, for joining in. Greatly appreciate you. We will definitely do that. And let's see. Mr. Mark McHugh. Off to bed. Thanks for the hangout, guys. Take care, Mark. Let's see. I'm going to kind of scroll through here, folks, just because. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this was for the song. So Mademoiselle says, yes, Oceans by Hillsong. Great song. Seymour says, my mom got me into Michael W. Smith. Another good. Yes. And Jesse Adventure says, they are making I Can Only Imagine 2. That's interesting. Let's see. Mouseware Bound. Loved World of Color. Best version since the OG. Rainbow Connection just got me, bro. Nothing will ever beat. Yes. I will say the Muppets pre-show and Boys to Men singing Rainbow Connection, perfect. They did that really well. Let's see. Chris Lucas says, Pandora and Anaheim will be constructed simultaneously with Abu Dhabi. Interesting. So I wonder, Chris, does that mean Abu Dhabi may even consider doing Pandora? I mean, again, like I know nothing is like set in stone right now, but it makes me wonder that if they're going to do it kind of simultaneously, how Disney always likes to do too, could they potentially get something? Let's see. Lene says, I'm trying to convince Mark it's more economical to become Magic Key holders instead of doing tickets and go twice a year instead of once. He just nods politely, though. Let's see, Chris. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I keep jumping in and out. No, you're good, Chris. Honestly, it's I love the interaction, and yeah, it's all good. See, Lucas and Disney, Abu Dhabi, Disneyland is going to be like the size of Magic Kingdom with Animal Kingdom and Epcot size together. Yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah, Boys to Men nailed it for sure. And Jesse Adventure says, I remember seeing the movie in theaters and the Burger King toy got recalled because a baby choked on the plastic Pokeball. I remember that. I do remember that. Oh, she nods politely. Yep.
Yes.
Let's see. Disney can get away far more than Universal as far as ride restraints are concerned. Yeah, I definitely agree. Mouseware Bound says, Tapestry of Happiness is a hidden gem for Disneyland's 70th. Saw it twice in one night. Absolutely. Tapestry of Happiness was a 5-minute show, but that's all it needed to be. It said everything it needed to from beginning to end. And for all of you who have experienced it, know what I'm talking about. For all of you who haven't, you have to see it. It literally, they finally put something in the park for the park. It represents for the park. And I absolutely love it. There's a little surprise at the end. I won't give it away, but it definitely, it gives you the chills and can maybe get you a little bit choked up if you can catch it on, because they do it on It's a Small World, which we also did. It's a Small World. We ended up seeing Miguel and Dante, and they were intricately entered into there very nicely. They but I'm very curious to see how they're going to add the last verse for July 17th. That's going to be that's going to be very interesting for sure. Just want to check one last time. Let's see. Chris Lucas says, Secret Life of Pets is a slow-moving dark ride with the restraints of Twisted Colossus at Magic Mountain. Yes, absolutely. That's the best. Yeah. That's the best way you could put that, Chris. Absolutely.
Yeah, because Twisted Colossus, oh my God.
Yeah.
I got stuck doing it because my best friend said she would go with me. And once I got my restraint on, she booked it, she left, and that way I couldn't get out. You know who you are.
Yes. But anyways, folks, I think we're going to call it. It is a little over an hour and 45 minutes. Awesome live. She still has to pack. I have some odds and end things I have to do. But I'm so glad that we took the time to do this live. Yes. For all of you that joined. I am shocked. Thank you so much. I am shocked to high heaven and low hell that we got this many people in this late. Everybody, I want to thank everybody. Yes. As I said, I can now do this right now because there's enough people in here that I can thank individually. But as time goes on, unfortunately, I may have to stop that feature. But I'm going to thank you all, starting with Mademoiselle. Thank you so much. Orange Grove 55, Chris Lucas, Mouseward Bound, Lucas and Disney, Jesse Adventure. Let's see, Lene Ward, Mark McHugh, Jesse Adventure, Mr. C, More Duck, Theme Parks Assemble, Albert. Let's see, I'm going to keep going here. Ben Sacudo. Keep going here. There's a little bit more. We got Maybe with 2 E's and Kaylee with 2 E's. Win. Got to do it again. Sorry. Kevin Davis, Mr. Tech Beer, Jay Shearer. So glad you're able to jump in, brother. Always good to see you. Let's see. Anybody? I don't want to miss anybody. Just checking. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. I better stop there, otherwise I'll get a copyright claim.
You know.
Think. Oh, and then we got Haunters Unite. And that is everybody. So, yeah, again, I want to thank you all.
Thank you.
It was a great live, honestly, for our Bon Voyage live. Please like, subscribe, comment down below anything like on the lives, on the videos that we made so far, how we're doing. Please hit the notification bell because more content, a lot more content is on the horizon for Citrico Central. Yes. I hope you'll I think it'll be a real treat for everybody, and I think you'll enjoy it. And then also, too, before I go, I just want to do my quick plug-in. I am an affiliate with Magic Candle Company. If you could not get to Disneyland for the 70th or right now or a Walt Disney World trip or a Disney Cruise Line, but you want to bring that magic of Disney into your very own home, go to magiccandlecompany.com. They have a plethora of items that can bring the joy and magic of Disney into your very own home, from candles to oils to sprays to air fresheners, whatever, you name it, they have it. As I said, just use my code Citrico15 upon checkout. You'll get 15% off. And that's not just a one-time thing. You can always use my code anytime you like for 15% off. And again, if you do so, please message me or Abby on our personal social medias, more so Instagram, the Disney Italiano, or
Abby
Clavesia, or on our business Instagram, Citrico Central, that you made a purchase. I will see that you made the purchase, and then we will send you out a Citrico Central logo keychain. So I just wanted to take that plug there. Let's see. And yeah, so again, thank you all for joining. As I said, I can't believe of all of you that stuck with us for this live. And as I said, I'm going to try to do some more lives actually down in Florida, Epic Universe, maybe a little bit of Walt Disney World. I don't think I'd be able to do it on the cruise because I'm not going to do the internet package, unfortunately. But I will record some content for you to see because I want you guys to see Abby's reaction of how her first Disney cruise is. We're going to be going to Castaway Cay, Lookout Cay. It's going to be a wonderful 2 weeks, and we're going to take you all with us for sure. And so I want to thank you all so much.
Yes.
And as I always say in Disney Italiano fashion, stay safe, stay healthy, stay Disney. Italiano out, and we will see you in Florida.